YouTube, a YouTube channel, and you can see we're live at the top. I am sending this link to our digital director, who's going to embed it into the website. And from there, I will let y'all know when we are live again, and I'm going to go ahead and mute myself, turn my camera off, and it's going to work just like the panel would have, if we were going through the studio itself.
And then Sean, what'll happen is hopefully in the 40 minutes that they're on, we'll get it back and we can come back here and get it going there. Yeah, and Andrew, just call me and I'll figure that part out and turning it off on YouTube. And Sean, do you mind after we get it working again to just shoot around another email saying we're back up? Yeah, I have it loaded right now. Okay, cool.
Question: did you all want me doing any introductory remarks at all, or do you want me to just kind of dive in?
I think if you want to just like say, you're with former DNC Chair and Governor Terry McAuliffe and Congressman Don Beyer, and then maybe Congressman and Governor, if you want to, say a minute or two to just open it up and introduce yourselves, that would be good, and then you can get started.
Yeah, one sec. Okay. I am copying it and sending it over to you. All right, y'all. We are live on the website, and I'm going to send the email to everybody shortly, so we'll have viewers in any moment.
Good deal. Well, I'll just say this for anybody that is watching right now. We were just talking about not having good internet access, and so had a little storm in Richmond, and we'll be back up soon. But I'm going to turn the one, the only Mathuni Wambu-Corral, who's here. We really appreciate you being here, Mathoni, and Governor and Congressman. I'll let you take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Andrew. And hello, Battleground Virginia Democrats. We're so sorry for the technical difficulties, obviously knocking out the power, but not our energy. This convention goes on, and we are so excited, as always, to be joined by former DNC Chairman Terry McAuliffe and Governor Terry McAuliffe and Congressman Don Beyer, two men who need no introduction. And so, Governor, I'll let you take us away.
Well, to all the great Virginia delegates who are on with us today and all the great participants, it's great to be with you. You think back where we have come. I remember when it was, about 7 years ago when I was running for governor. Republicans controlled all three statewide offices, and I took office. We won all the statewide, and there were only 32 Democrats in the House of Delegates. And look at us today. In literally 6 years, we've been able to make Virginia the pride of the country. No other state has had the gains that we have had. It's because really the folks who are watching this and the folks who've worked so hard for the Virginia Democratic Party. So I just wanted to get on first, just say thank you for what you have done. We are a model for the country of great progressive government, creating jobs, helping people's lives. That's what you get with Democrats, and you made it possible. So thank you.
Congressman.
Hello. So I'm Don Beyer, member of Congress from Virginia's 8th Congressional District. I'm thrilled to be on with Mathoni, who is our political director at the DNC, is going to make sure that we have a Democratic president and vice president next time, and to be on with the very best governor, DNC chair ever in Virginia.
Greatest member of Congress, man.
And don't tell Mark or Tim or those other guys.
That's all right.
And I'm thrilled to be on talking with you guys. My first Virginia State Democratic Convention was 1985. Jerry Beliles, Doug Wilder, Mayor Sue Terry, and I did not want to go. I fought. And people I worked with on the campaign said, come on, you have to go. So I went down Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning. It was the most fun I'd ever had, and try never to miss one since. And I'm so sorry that we're doing this remotely right now, but I know with Mathoni and Governor McAuliffe, we will try to show you a good time for the next half hour or so. And thank you very much for continuing to be great Democrats. Everywhere I go in Congress, people say, I wish my state could be like Virginia. We're going to try to help them. But Tony, back to you. And Muthoni, there's an unmute button in the lower left of your screen if you're trying to do it yourself.
Okay, folks, I can't hear, but I'm going to go ahead and try and see. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just go ahead then. No problem. So the first question that we wanted to put before you both is, neither of you are any stranger to how important retail campaigning is. I think you may have written the book, Governor. Oh yes, it's in the book. You know, obviously we're challenged right now. We are making a lot of adjustments, and we are doing things virtually. How can you recreate the experience of shaking someone's hand and having a personal conversation with them online? What are some of the top things that you've been learning? And I know I've seen you in so many of these Zoom calls, so I'm sure you have gotten only better. And Congressman, I know what has been required of a lot of our members as you all have been getting us from crisis to crisis. So I would love to hear from each of you, starting with the governor, on how we pivot.
I call myself the Zoom king. I do about 7 or 8 of these a day. I actually love it. You can connect all over the country, and I'm doing a lot for the vice president's campaign. And, you know, you're not getting on that plane every single day, but, you know, Dorothy and I have been married 32 years, and she said to me the other day, when are you going back on the road again? So, you know, listen, everybody's going through this. We want everybody to be safe, but we're dealing with the circumstances we're in, but we're connecting. I tell you, one group I started back in December with Paul Tooze and some other folks, it's called Organizing Together. And we went out and hired 600 of the best organizers in the country to be prepared for the presidential general election in case it went long in the primary. So we've had 600 of these organizers on the ground in 6 battleground states now for months. And, you know, we thought they'd be doing door to door today. Obviously, they're not. But what they are doing telephonically, what you find through the data is people are answering their phones. You're having longer conversations. So I think what has changed from the in-person is longer conversations about issues that matter to the voters. And, you know, I think this is the model we're going to have to do for a while till we know if it's safe again. You see states now are coming back. You're seeing the increase in the COVID cases. So we're not going to do anything that's going to put anybody's lives at risk. We're going to be smart, but we are doing the connection, working on the voter file. And the other big thing is the vote by mail. And I'm so proud of what Virginia was able to accomplish. You know, no excuse absentee balloting, a state holiday, no getting rid of that ID. That has all helped us. And we've got to do that in the battleground states around the country. I will say this finally, the Republicans, and people say, well, how's Trump going to win? Because, you know, you look at his numbers. What I think he's going to try and do is disenfranchise voters clearly. We saw the 6-hour lines in Georgia the other day. And I'm involved in another group I started, the NDRC, with Attorney General Eric Holder. We have filed suits all over the country. They are trying to make it harder for people to vote by mail. So we've got to be on our game. We are here in Virginia, but we got to do it around the country. But the key is these conversations are still going on. They're just not in person, but they are digitally going on, and telephonically they're going on, longer conversations about important issues. So I'm very optimistic that, you know, we don't have what we used to have, but we've got a huge opportunity going forward.
Awesome. I'm just going to take a moment here, Congressman, before we hear your answer. And Governor, thank you so much. We actually have the studio back on. So we are going to take 5 minutes just to get everything back and running through the earlier stream. And then we are going to be right back with everyone. So if we could just put a pause for a moment on any of the questions and answers, we'll be right back.
Okay.